Welcome to the Matrix. What if I told you everything you know is a lie? Not a little white lie, but a massive universe-sized fabrication. What if we are all just characters in a giant computer program, like a super advanced version of The Sims? This is the simulation hypothesis, pondered by philosophers long before computers existed. Now, with rapid advancements in virtual reality and AI, this theory is being seriously considered. It challenges our understanding of reality, suggesting everything could be crafted lines of code. It's a mind-bending concept, raising profound questions about our place in the universe. Let's dive into the nitty-gritty. One of the key pieces of evidence that has fueled the simulation debate comes from the realm of quantum mechanics, the study of the very, very small. Quantum mechanics is weird. Particles don't seem to behave like tiny billiard balls. They act more like blurry waves of possibilities until we try to measure them. Then, things get even weirder. Expert, media, animation showing entangled particles influencing each other. Quantum entanglement shows that particles can be linked across vast distances, influencing each other instantaneously. It's as if they're communicating faster than the speed of light, breaking the fundamental laws of physics as we understand them. Some physicists propose that this bizarre quantum behavior could be evidence of a simulated reality. Imagine our universe as a giant computer program. Just like a computer has a finite amount of processing power, our simulated universe might have limitations too. These limitations could manifest as the strange and counterintuitive rules of quantum mechanics. Now, before you throw out your physics textbook and invest in a lifetime supply of red pills, it's important to note that not everyone is convinced. The simulation hypothesis, while intriguing, is highly speculative. Critics argue that it's impossible to prove or disprove with current scientific methods. Expert 1. One major criticism is that the simulation hypothesis relies heavily on assumptions about the nature of consciousness and the limits of future technology. How can we be sure that consciousness, which we still barely understand, can even be simulated? And how can we predict the capabilities of civilizations potentially millions of years ahead of us? Skeptic. These are valid points. The simulation hypothesis requires a healthy dose of speculation and imagination. It's entirely possible that our current understanding of physics is simply incomplete, and that future discoveries will provide more mundane explanations for the mysteries of the quantum world. Despite the skepticism, some scientists are taking the simulation hypothesis seriously enough to look for evidence. If we are living in a simulation, they argue, there might be subtle flaws or inconsistencies in the code, like glitches in a video game. Expert 1 proposed method for detecting these glitches involves searching for anomalies in cosmic rays, high-energy particles that constantly bombard Earth from space. Imagine a simulated universe with a finite resolution. Just like a pixelated image, there might be a limit to how precisely events can be simulated. If this is the case, cosmic rays, which carry incredibly high energies, might reveal these limitations. By studying the distribution and behavior of cosmic rays, scientists hope to find telltale signs of a simulated reality. Section 5. Life's biggest question, does it even matter? Let's say for a moment that we do find undeniable proof that we're living in a simulation. What then? Does it change anything? This is where the philosophical implications of the simulation hypothesis get really interesting. Some argue that if our reality is a simulation, it calls into question the meaning of life and free will. If we're just lines of code in a giant computer program, is our destiny predetermined? Do our choices really matter? These are heavy questions, and there are no easy answers, but I believe that even if we are living in a simulation, it doesn't diminish the value of our experiences, our relationships, or our pursuit of knowledge and understanding. Section 6. Consciousness in a computer. Can AI feel real? The simulation hypothesis also forces us to confront the thorny issue of consciousness. If our minds can be simulated, does that mean that artificial intelligence could one day become conscious? And if so, what are the ethical implications? Imagine a future where we create simulations populated by sentient beings. Would we have a moral obligation to treat them with respect and dignity, even if they are just simulations.
The line between creator and creation would become blurred, challenging our understanding of what it means to be human. This might sound like science fiction, but it's a debate that we need to have sooner rather than later. As artificial intelligence becomes more sophisticated, we need to grapple with the possibility that we may one day create machines that are capable of experiencing the world in a way that is indistinguishable from our own.
Section 7. The architects of reality. Who runs the simulation? Assuming our universe is a simulation, it begs the question, who are the architects of this grand experiment? Are we the playthings of advanced aliens conducting a cosmic sociology experiment? Or perhaps we are simulations created by our own descendants, seeking to understand their past? The possibilities are as endless as the universe itself. Some have even speculated that the simulation we inhabit is just one of many, nested within each other like Russian dolls. It's a mind-boggling concept, but one that raises profound questions about the nature of reality and our place within it. Of course, at this point, we are deep into the realm of speculation. We have no way of knowing who or what might be behind a potential simulation, or even if such beings exist. But the question itself is a testament to the power of the simulation hypothesis to push the boundaries of our imagination. Section 8. Purpose in a program, finding meaning in simulated existence. If our reality is a simulation, does that mean our lives are devoid of inherent meaning or purpose? Some argue that if we are living in a simulation, then our lives are ultimately meaningless. We are just pawns in someone else's game, our choices predetermined by code. But even in a simulated reality, meaning and purpose are created by us. We find meaning in our relationships, passions, struggles, and triumphs. We create purpose through our actions and choices. Whether simulated or not, the human experience is woven from joy, sorrow, love, and loss. In these experiences and connections, we find true meaning. Section 9. The ethics of simulated worlds. Playing God with code. The simulation hypothesis raises profound ethical questions, particularly about the creation and treatment of simulated beings. If we one day possess the technological capability to create our own simulations populated by conscious entities, what responsibilities do we have towards them? Would it be ethical to create a simulation where beings experience suffering or hardship, even if it's for the sake of scientific advancement or entertainment? Should simulated beings have rights, similar to those outlined in our own declarations of human rights? These are complex questions with no easy answers, but it's crucial that we start thinking about them now, as we venture further into the uncharted territory of advanced technology and the potential for creating artificial consciousness. The choices we make today will shape the ethical landscape of tomorrow. Section 10. Breaking free, escaping the simulation. Possible or pointless? The idea of escaping a simulated reality has captivated audiences for decades, fueled by films like The Matrix and Tron. But is it even possible to break free from the confines of a simulated existence? And if so, what awaits us on the other side? Some proponents of the simulation hypothesis believe that by manipulating the code of the simulation, or by achieving a higher level of consciousness, we might be able to glitch ourselves out of the system. However, this raises more questions than it answers. What if the real world outside the simulation is even more bizarre and incomprehensible than the one we know? What if our escape attempts are simply another layer of the simulation, designed to keep us contained? The truth is, we simply don't know, and perhaps that's the most exciting part of it all. Section 11. The simulation hypothesis, a journey into the unknown. The simulation hypothesis, while still firmly in the realm of speculation, has captured our collective imagination. It challenges us to question our place in the universe, the nature of reality, and the very essence of what it means to be human. While we may never know for sure whether we are living in a simulation, the journey of exploration and discovery is what makes science and life itself so enthralling. The quest to understand our universe, whether it's real or simulated, is a testament to the boundless curiosity and ingenuity of the human spirit. So keep questioning, keep exploring, and embrace the wonder and mystery that surrounds us. After all, in the grand cosmic scheme of things, even if we are just lines of code, we are still capable of asking extraordinary questions and dreaming impossible dreams.